What you need for this dish are 2 fillets of salmon and any vegetables you have in the fridge. I'm using some Napa cabbage leaves, 1 onion, and 1 bell pepper. I highly recommend using leaf vegetables like Napa cabbage, regular cabbage, or even bok choys. Also, enoki or shimeji mushrooms would be great for this dish. I didn't have mushrooms today, so I will skip that, but if you can get one, I highly recommend it. We'll also need some butter. I'm using salted butter, but if you only have unsalted butter in your fridge, no problem, just use that and add a pinch of salt. For the sauce, we need 2 tablespoons of miso, 2 tablespoons of cooking wine, and 1 tablespoon of sugar. For miso, I always use awase miso, which is a blend of white and red miso. But if you have white miso already, you can use that as well. I wouldn't recommend using red miso or akadashi miso because it will make the dish too salty. I made an ingredient list that you can download so it's easier for your shopping. For cooking, I'm going to use a wok, a lid, and of course some foil. You can use a big frying pan as well. Once you have them prepared, let's move on to cooking. Welcome back! Let's start the preparation. We will first sprinkle a pinch of salt and rub it into the salmon. Then let it sit while we prepare other ingredients. I have done this step before putting the salmon fillets in the fridge, so I will skip this in this video. Then we chop vegetables into smaller pieces. Don't worry too much about the size or how many centimeters each cabbage should be. Just make it something that's easy to bite and chew. Once that's done, we'll cut a big piece of foil and then make it into a bowl shape. I'm using a plate to do this easier. Okay, let's start placing ingredients. We'll put leaf vegetables first and kind of make a bed with it. They will absorb the sauce really well. Then I'm going to put onions and then bell peppers. Lastly, lay the salmon fillets into the bed. Next, we are going to make the miso sauce. Simply just mix all the sauce ingredients. So that's 2 tablespoons of miso, 2 tablespoons of cooking wine, and 1 tablespoon of sugar. That's it, the sauce is done. We'll pour the sauce over the salmon and vegetables. Finish it up with a piece of butter on top. Now we're going to wrap the foil and close it off so that the ingredients will be steamed inside when we cook. My foil wasn't big enough, so I'm using another piece of foil to wrap it from another angle. And that's the end of the preparation. I'll see you in the cooking step. Okay, now that the preparation is done, let's start cooking. The cooking step is really easy. You just place the foil we just made into the pan, put a lid on, turn on the heat to medium, and then cook for about 7 to 10 minutes. Check inside the foil in about 7 minutes, and if it still needs some more cooking, then leave it for another couple of minutes. Now I'm checking. It looked okay, but I decided to cook a little longer so that the vegetables will be softer. Be careful when you open the foil as the steam comes out and it can be really hot. It's cooked nicely and looks delicious. You can serve as is and move the foil onto a plate. This time I put 2 portions into one big piece of foil, but you can divide it into each portion for serving 2 people as well. I hope you enjoyed the class. Please upload photos of your cooking. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another class. Welcome back, guys. This is a bonus class. I'm going to show you how to make another dish using foil, which is shimeji mushrooms in ponzu butter sauce. This is a really easy dish, which you can cook in about 10 minutes. Alright, so let's get started. First, you cut the hard tips at the bottom of shimeji. You can use enoki or other mushrooms as well. I had about half a pack of shimeji because we used it for hot pot the day before, but you can definitely use the whole pack as well. Once you've done that, separate shimeji into smaller pieces using your hands. I'm actually back in Japan right now, and this is my parents' home where I'm shooting. Alright, so now we are going to cut a piece of foil and place shimeji mushrooms onto it. I am making a shape here first. Then open it up again and put a slice of butter, which is about 10 grams. In Japan, for some reason, margarine is more popular, so I'm using margarine here, but you can use butter, salted or unsalted. I like to add some black pepper here. Close the foil up. Make sure the edges are closed as well so the steam doesn't escape too much. Put the foil onto a pan, put a lid on, then turn the heat up to medium. We are going to cook it for 3 minutes over medium heat and then 5 minutes over low heat. That's pretty much it. After 8 minutes is over, just check inside to see if the mushrooms have been cooked. It looks good, so I'm going to move it to a plate. And this is my favorite ponzu sauce. I'm going to pour it over shimeji. You can replace ponzu with soy sauce as well. I'll also add some shichimi, which literally means 7 spices. You can buy both ponzu and shichimi spices at Asian grocery stores. And that's it. If you have some mushrooms and want to make one more side dish, give it a try. It's super easy and tastes delicious. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in another class.